Zen Studios may not be the most recognizable developer out there, but recently, and to their credit, they've stuck to one thing and done it quite well. And that one thing is pinball. Helped out by a recent partnership with Marvel, Zen has managed to create the best pinball simulators out there currently, with their titles Pinball FX 2 and Marvel Pinball. The recently released Marvel Pinball Vengeance and Virtue attempts to recreate some of that original Marvel pinball magic with 4 new tables to shoot your balls at. Did Zen hit the jackpot again, or did they drop the ball? Let's find out. Before Zen started releasing Marvel-themed tables for Pinball FX 2, the game itself had already been met with moderate critical acclaim among pinball enthusiasts and Xbox Live Arcade gamers alike. But then Zen scored that Marvel license and released an add-on for Pinball FX 2 on XBLA, and a new game for PS3 called Marvel Pinball. This release contained 4 new tables centered around Marvel characters. Included were Iron Man, Blade, Wolverine, and Spider-Man. All 4 of these tables were really fun, addicting, and well designed, and each table seemed like a step up from the original Pinball FX 2 tables, given the higher levels of detail and more frequent animations on the actual tables. Of course, all the Marvel updates still included the same great high score system that allowed you to taunt your opponents and keep track of each of your most impressive high scores with ease. Since then, Zen has released 2 other tables to coincide with Marvel Pinball, Captain America and Fantastic Four. Zen Studios' new addition to the Marvel Pinball universe is subtitled Vengeance and Virtue, and although it stays pretty true to the Marvel Pinball formula, it lives up to its name by providing 4 new Marvel-themed pinball playgrounds that we couldn't wait to wave our paddles at. First up is the Ghost Rider table, which seems to be the most popular out of the 4. This table has you participating in the stunt show from hell, literally, and is chock full of all the fiery Ghost Rider goodness that you can handle. There's even a shotgun that propels your ball back into play, and plenty of other fun character animations that make this table one of, if not the best, of the bunch. Moon Knight is definitely the most surprising of all the tables, only because it's centered around a pretty obscure character. The table itself is good, but the fact that the character is pretty unknown puts it in the shadows of its more famous brethren. The Thor table doesn't stand out as one of the best of the bundle, but it still holds up against all the other Marvel tables that have been released. It is of course themed after your favorite Norse superhero, and to its credit it has some pretty impressive visual aspects to it. The X-Men table is probably my favorite, mainly because the heroes and villains of the X-Men universe have become so iconic. There are some pretty fun loops on this table that are pretty easy to chain together for bonuses, and seeing Magneto and the X-Men on a pinball table is something that really doesn't ever get old. The only problem with Vengeance and Virtue is the same problem with all the Marvel tables, and that is the voice acting. It's not the worst thing you've ever heard, but these tables could really benefit from a stronger voice cast. Despite a few blemishes, all the tables released in this package are great additions to the Marvel Pinball family. Each table Zen releases feels more and more alive as they continue to add more animation and fun character-driven gimmicks to the core, awesome pinball gameplay. We here at the Game Heroes make no bones about our love for Pinball FX 2 and its counterpart Marvel Pinball, and Vengeance and Virtue does not disappoint. If you want the absolute premier pinball experience out there, short from seeking out the ever-elusive arcade, look no further than Zen Studios' pinball games. I'm Classy Man. Remember to visit thegameheroes.com for more stuff like this. See you next time.